Scottie Scheffler just put out his dinner menu for the Champions dinner.
Yes.
You know,
I'm so hungry.
And here we go. We got it up here on the board.
Love it.
Here's what I love, though. The contrast coming off John Rahm last year. He got to plan the dinner, and he really dove into his Spanish heritage. There was like a tapas-style menu. A lot of really interesting, features on the menu. And then we get Scottie. Cheeseburger sliders, firecracker shrimp. Guys, okay, this next one here. Papa Chef's meatball and ravioli bites.
Sounds amazing.
It's so good.
Do we know why that's funny?
Yes, for sure.
Is it because of what it's replacing?
No.
What was his injury from?
That's what the injury was.
Yes, he was making raviolis.
Ravioli.
He was making raviolis.
Dude, he's funny.
Yes.
Scottie Scheffler is funny.
It's just a subtle little.
There's
so
not a
good.
chance that was on accident. Not a chance.
Well, you know what it was 2 years ago? He had some like chili or something that was super spicy.
Tortilla soup, and it was unbearably spicy, which is such a power play going into the Champions dinner to train wreck all these dudes a couple days before the Masters. An unedibly hot soup. Eat up, boys.
But what's funny is he replaced the tortilla soup with Texas-style chili. That could be just as spicy or even spicier.
But the funny thing is, he's like, I loved it, but then I look over to my left, and all the old guys are just choking.
Dying. Probably like nose is running, like crying. But we'll never know because there aren't cameras in there.
That is true.
We'll never find out.
Good old Arnold Palmer's like, I need more lemonade.
Texas style chili, though, is by far
a little
the
more
best.
iced tea.
Little more iced tea this time.
Now I'll have
there
it.
we go.
Lord rest his soul. For the entree, we head over to a wood-fired cowboy ribeye or a blackened redfish. And then for dessert, of course, a warm chocolate chip skillet cookie. And this is all served in honor of Mr. Scottie Scheffler. Here's the vibe I get. Did he order all this from Chili's?
Right.
You know what I mean? He's like, the Chili's to go at the airport.
He stopped at Applebee's. Hey, can I see that menu real quick?
Josh.
So I found out through an interview, you have to have a meat and a fish.
Okay. Just to kind of accommodate all dietary restrictions.
And Scottie actually said, he's like, because the interview asked Scottie, he's like, so did everybody just get the steak? He's like, actually, no, there was actually quite a few people that do the fish. I used to be the one who would always get the steak, but now my diet's changing a little bit, and I actually did the fish.
Without going off the rails too much, what's your go-to meal for this if you won the Masters?
Gary, you're asking this question so you can tell us yours, so you go first.
I love that Dan was probably, but I don't have him. So
okay.
Honestly, I wanted to know.
If I were programming the menu for the Masters, man, that's tough because I feel like I would want to make a statement. I feel like I would want to like express my creativity. I don't know that if I'm going with
your Irish heritage, you're going to have like potatoes.
Basically like what we ate for St. Patrick's Day, like a bunch of, soggy cabbage.
So good.
Oh my God, it's so good. We're still eating leftovers. I don't know. That's really tough. I mean, maybe even do you just pick like a restaurant?
I feel like sushi is going to be up there for your fish.
Well, didn't you say last year you were doing hibachi?
That's what you wanted.
I thought that's what you
for
said.
Your reward.
Was that what I said or what you said? Did I say hibachi?
I think you said hibachi.
I might have said that. That's a pretty unhinged take. That everybody's got to sit around the table banging the spatulas.
I mean, I think I'm definitely doing steak.
Yeah,
like that as the main course.
Would you pick like a steakhouse? Like you want XYZ steakhouse style or chefs, or like is there a steak that comes to mind that you want replicated?
I definitely like where you're going with that because I mean a Gibson steak or actually Morton's I think is even better than the
Ruth's
Gibson's.
Chris?
Nah.
Perry's?
Wait. Oh, Perry's is really good.
Perry's is good too, but Morton's more than Ruth Chris.
Have you had Texas steaks?
Ruth's Chris has the hot plate though.
They do have the hot plate.
Yeah.
I think it's a little gimmicky because then by the time you get the steak and it comes out and then it sits there and it gets...
You get it cooked less than you normally would. So like I'm like a medium rare kind of guy.
Yeah.
I would go like medium rare minus or maybe even dabble into rare and then you dip it in the sizzling juices and it brings it back up to medium rare.
Yeah, I hear you.
Gimmick.
Yeah. I don't want to cook my steak. Like he's a professional. Like
but here's what I'll say, and I agree with you right here alongside that. Cook the food in the kitchen. Don't do it next to my table.
Correct.
You can make Caesar dressing in the back. I don't need to see you just mushing it around in a bowl. Or where these guys are like, they come out and they're going to like.
And they're like this.
I love great guacamole. You don't have to make it right here.
No, and you know why you don't? Because those flavors need to sit for a little bit. You're going to put that cumin in there. You think that dried cumin's hydrated? Like a little bit? No, we're gnawing on on dry spices.
Dan's rant of the day.
I
again.
was like, God damn. God damn.
I got mine.
He's so
Make it in
angry.
the kitchen.
We need to get that flash going.
I'm sitting and
Dan's
watching
rant of
him
the
like,
day.
why is he so...
Just make it in the kitchen.
All right, I'm going to go with mine. I'm going to go mozzarella sticks with onion rings for our appetizer. I'm going to go filet mignon for whatever the fish with orange
steak.
roughy or salmon. And then I'm going to go, what do you call it? Milkshake with sprinkles for dessert.
Milkshake with sprinkles.
What you said? Mozzarella sticks and onion rings?
Yeah.
What are you getting from White Castle?
100%. That'd be
I'm
great.
surprised he wasn't doing red velvet cake.
Ugh.
I got a unique one.
Sunday red velvet.
Oh,
cake. Come
velvet
on, that's
cake.
good, Rich. Thank you.
I'm just gonna do the main course.
All right.
Choice: fried chicken or seafood boil.
Where they dump it out on the table? Make it
Yeah.
I would
big.
instantly be like, all right, boys, have a
Talk
great
about
dinner.
making
I'm
a
leaving.
statement.
Yeah. It's like dripping down on their nice
Oh
pants.
my goodness.
Ugh.
Can you imagine at the Masters, like you're sitting in the Masters room and also they just pour the whole thing right
Dump
out.
it in. And you get that guy who the guy with like he wears the overalls with no shirt and he always
Yes.
cooks the big one. You got him
I
out
love
back.
I'm gonna get
watching
more.
that guy.
Someone from down south has to win
And
the
now-
Masters, so that could have a possibility to
And
happen.
now we hydrate.
Like Bubba Watson.
Yeah. Wow. Well, guys, hopefully if any of you guys win the Masters.
Very little about golf.
None of us will know. It's a champions dinner. So,
True.
Gary, if you win the Masters, we'll never get to experience your a la White Castle dinner menu. I don't know.
Can we talk before we go? Can
Yeah.
we talk just a bit about who we're liking for the Masters?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like
Are you going to yell about it? Or are you
I'm
gonna
going
talk to us
Ludvig.
about it?
Ludvig?
I'm going
Oh.
Ludvig.
Yeah.
And he's not my pick
Fifth
because
overall.
we're not picking this week,
We're not
but we're
picking
just
this week.
feeling good. Who we're
Feeling
feeling good
good.
about? I don't know. I like me some Ludvig.
Either of you guys?
I'm feeling good about what? Hey, say his name for me.
Oshke?
Yeah, I like, and he'd be the first person that won the drive chip putt as a little kid
Yeah.
and won the Masters. So that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Did I know that? I'm gonna go no. Well,
Oshke's way down.
yeah. I'm gonna
He's
go
probably like 20 or something.
my
Nice.
Shoffley.
I still love him.
Shoffley?
I think Shoffley's do, yeah.
Rich?
Shoffley's 3 over. Like I said, I love rooting for Bryson. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm going for.
Bryson in a green jacket. Like, he's
Yeah.
undeniable forever. Like,
Yeah.
there's no kicking him out. Like,
He's definitely going to win one.
yeah. Did you guys see somebody put out there, like, it was a calendar, like all the months, and then how many wins Rory has had in each of those months. And of all of the months, there's one month he's never won in.
April.
He's never, and someone's like, do you notice anything sort of missing here?
Because he only probably plays
Trend.
one tournament in April, and it's the Masters.
That's wild though, right?
That is
Like,
totally wild.
I want Justin Thomas to win so bad, though.
yeah.
After watching him play with
yeah.
Grant